what's up? It's Denise, Salcedo, and
Tiffany Taylor.
And I'm so excited that we're back this week because today we are gonna be ranking our top 7 track 5s.
Yes, and so you're probably wondering why we have this visual aid. Well, we're going to rank the top 7 track 5s, including The Archer from TS7, which was recently released, and we're excited.
And okay, so earlier we were saying that this looks like SWIFTIE school, so guys,
yes,
welcome to SWIFTIE school.
The Taylor Swift Education Center, here we are.
Okay, so before we get into it, Tiffany, maybe we should talk a little bit about why everyone in this fandom makes such a big deal about the track 5 for every album that Taylor Swift does.
Because they're all so emotional and heartfelt, and it just seems like track 5 is always this really emotional, personal song that Taylor just happens to put at number 5 on the track list. So,
like, you're gonna cry, it's deep, and you're gonna evaluate the lyrics like no other. So
yes, you're gonna feel all the feelings.
All the feels. So I think this is definitely a challenge for us. So the way this is gonna work is I'm orange and Tiffany is green.
Yes.
And what we're gonna do is we're essentially gonna write our responses down for each track and then place them down. So now here's the fun part. I don't know what Tiffany's gonna pick and she doesn't know what I'm gonna pick. So I don't know, guys. Will it get heated? Will we have similar taste or not? I don't know.
Yeah, we may be very, very different. I feel like my picks and the order I put them in is going to be kind of controversial. I got to be honest. I think some Swifties are not going to agree, but I've got to say how I feel, so here we go.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I haven't really thought this through. So, but I'm excited though. This is like the funnest thing about being a Swiftie. Here we go. Number 7. Which one of the track 5s will be our bottom pick?
All right. Oh man. I thought about this one, and this I think is going to be a controversial pick, but it's how I feel. It's what's on my heart, and this is my least favorite. I mean, I still like it, but it is my least favorite of the track 5s.
Okay, same for me. Okay, I knew this one would be number 7 right off the bat, so don't judge me. Who wants to go first?
I think we should do it at the same time.
Okay, ready?
Like reveal.
3, 2, 1. What? Dear John!
I told you it was gonna be controversial.
You really meant it controversial.
I know people love Dear John, but I think for me, this is kind of also a controversial opinion, but not in the Swiftie fandom. I've never really been a John Mayer fan. So for me, like that John Mayer guitar part at the beginning has just always turned me off from it. And I get that it's like a negative song about John Mayer, but this song has never done it for me. But I love All You Had to Do Was Stay. That's number 7?
I love this song, All You Had to Do Was Stay, but like we mentioned earlier, track 5 is all about crying and feeling not like feeling horrible, but feeling sadness, a deep level of sadness, and I don't feel sad when I listen to this song, it just doesn't get me like Dear John.
But at the same time, are we ranking off sadness or off just how much we like the song? And
maybe it's like what the track 5 means to you.
Okay.
We're already disagreeing. I had no idea we would be this different. Number 6. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Number 6. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Ooh. I truly do not know right now. People do not hate me right now, but there's just so much competition. All right, there's just so much competition.
I like this song, but I think for me, my problem is I love a good emotional track 5, but I also love upbeat songs, and the song I chose is it's a little slow, so I think that's why I'm ranking it number 6.
I'm ranking this one number 6 because I just think there's so many, some of the other ones just have to be a little higher, so one of them is just gonna have to take
number 6.
It just has to do it, but I do love this song, and it breaks my heart that I'm putting it on here, but I'm so sorry. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wait, I kind of had a feeling you were talking about White Horse when you said that it was a little slower than some of the other ones.
Yeah, but I like White Horse, but it's
I love Horse too, but it's a little maybe not as good as the other ones, okay?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. The other ones are just at such a higher level, and even though White Horse is just it really does pull your emotions, and it does pull it a lot more for me than All You Had to Do Was Stay. It's not the top 2.
Well, we agreed on number 6.
We're even right now. Number 5 of the track 5s. Here we go. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking. I'm like looking at the list of songs and I'm thinking.
Now, I've got to be honest. This song I'm about to put on this list, I was not super familiar with before I did my track 5 research for this video. But I was pleasantly surprised and was like, wow. This is a great track 5, a great song, so it definitely, you know, has to be somewhere in the middle. And
so for me, for this track 5, the only reason why it's so bottom on the list is because I don't think I've had enough time to spend with it.
Oh, well, we know what it is now. Okay, all right.
3, 2, 1. It's The Archer.
And mine is
Cold As You. Oh my god, our lists are so different. It's so different. I mean, besides number 6, that's the only one we've agreed on so far. But The Archer is so beautiful, and it's actually the last song that I heard while I was driving to your house. And I was just like super obsessed with the lyrics.
I like
it. So fresh in my mind. And I love everybody's analysis about the beat to this song and how it just kind of builds and builds.
Yeah, there's no beat drop. It's like a slow anticipation.
But it's just really on here because I've spent more time with other songs.
Okay.
Well, we're getting closer to the top. We're now at number 4. Okay, I need to think for a second. Oh god, okay, I've done that song already.
Okay. My number 4 I think is also going to be controversial. But you guys, it's like there's not a bad spot on this list because all of the songs are great songs, but it's when you have to rank them, you just have to make difficult choices.
So this song that I chose was very, very, very hyped up when the album came out. I'm not going to say what album yet. And it wasn't on my top list until I started listening to the album more, where it kind of got higher and higher on my list. And like now I love the song, but it wasn't one of the first ones that I loved like the rest of the fandom. But it does take the number 4 spot.
I wonder if we have the same one.
I don't know. I feel you. I'm sensing it. I'm reading your eyes. I'm reading your eyes.
Because this song, snap. Our poster here.
Oh, I was like, okay. There we go. It's good. It's good. Technical difficulties.
Working with props is difficult.
So should we go?
Yes. Okay. Number 4. I won't say anything else. We'll just see if we have the same one.
3, 2, 1. We do! Delicate!
Because I like Delicate, and at the beginning, I mean, the Swiftie fandom was all about Delicate. Tumblr, when Reputation first came out, was like Delicate. But it kind of grew on me later. I love the music video, and I really loved it live on tour, you know, where she's like above the audience. Really loved that moment. Obviously, the moment that I feel like for me really made Delicate a thing is the 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that does make Delicate
Mine
a moment.
the intro. Mine is the intro. It's just like, you know, like kind of like, I mean, I'm not going to repeat the beat because let's face it, I'm not a musician. But I mean, I love Delicate. That's why it's so much higher than all these other songs. But it's still not number 1 for me. And I know it's number 1 for many people. Number 3. What am I going to pick now?
Okay, I know mine. Yeah, our list, it's funny that we have a couple similar, but the rest are clearly very different.
Alright, this one hurts, alright guys, this one really, really hurts, and I'm probably going to change my mind afterwards, but right now I'm living in the moment, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go with the song.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm going with this song is because I like the 2 that are coming up just a little bit more.
Just a little more.
But it hurts, this one hurts, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh, wow! What total? Okay, so my number 3 was your number 7. By the way, Dear John and The Archer. And The Archer is so high up for you.
Yeah, I really love The Archer. I think I love the lyrics. My favorite one is, no, I can't think of it because it's brand new. But I love the lyrics. It's not even so much the beat as much as, well, I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling, but who could stay? That one gets me every time. I don't know, because it's like being confident of like, who could ever leave me? But at the same time, you have that insecurity of like, no one has stayed. Who is ever going to stay? And I just,
mine is the
I relate to that.
About the, all my enemies started out as friends. That part gets me, and then the one about her heroes dying and she doesn't want to be alone. Oh God, okay, but yeah.
No, it's an emotional song, and the lyrics, you know, as far as from what we've heard of Lover so far, it's just such a lyrically powerful song, and I can't wait to hear more of Lover and see if there's more songs like The Archer. I love the lyrics. Yeah, I know. Number 3 for a brand new song. That's pretty high.
Really high up. Yeah. So for me, I chose Dear John because, like, I listened to Dear John, and I've, like, you know, when you've been through heartbreak, and this is one of these songs where I'm just like, if I could, I would just change the title and put, like, my ex's name, you know, at the time.
Dear.
Like, I would do that, exactly. Insert their name. And the part that I love about this song is when she talks about her mom basically telling her that she's, like, sort of lost her way and she's lost her mind. And, like, it's, you know, at the start that was just, like, such a raw, like, emotion. And I'm like, man, when you're so in love with someone and it's wrong and it's so wrong, but you can't
help but feel what you're feeling. You can't see it. You're right.
Exactly. So, like, this one's just, like, that's why it hurt putting it at number 3. It hurt.
You just related to it.
It's gonna get serious now. Number 2.
Okay, so now this is where things really get serious. I'm about to make a serious claim.
This is actually the easiest part for me because I just know my number 1.
That is really gonna shake people. It's gonna make people upset. And
oh dear Lord, I'm scared. I'm scared. Right when you said it's gonna make people upset, and I started thinking, what hasn't she added on her list? It's gonna get crazy.
I know, but you know, and I actually, when I first thought about this list, I thought this song was my number 1. But then I really thought about it, and I was like, you know, I think for me it's number 2. And people are gonna be upset. The Swifties are gonna riot in the comments. I'm sorry, but it's not. I mean, obviously, I love this song.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing song. It's, you know, one of her greatest songs. But I just the other song, the other track 5 for me, I like better. So
here we go. I'm scared. Ready?
It's
3, 2, 1. Oh my God! I knew it.
I'm so sorry.
My heart, my soul.
It's breaking for everyone.
Okay, so Tiffany, you have All Too Well, and I have Cold as You.
Yeah, so I mean, look at Cold as You. I have
I'm
number
surprised
5.
that's number 5.
Number 2. So your Swiftie fandom dates way back then. I mean, were you a big Swiftie during the Taylor Swift era?
Yeah, like during like the Taylor Swift Fearless era, like in between is when I started.
Okay.
But Cold as You to me has always been that song that is just, when I think what is the saddest Taylor Swift song I've ever heard, this is like the one that pops up in my head. And it's like, it's so deep and it's so like, you know, she's really like telling this person like, I've never been anywhere cold as you. Like that is a strong statement to say about somebody. So it has to take number 2 for me. And the track 5s, it's at another level.
I know, because now we know what our number 1 songs are.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I can't believe this. This has been a roller coaster.
I know, a roller coaster of definitely emotions for sure.
Yes.
I'm excited. This is such a fun game. I want to do this for every track. Like I want to do track 1, track 2, track 3. I want to do every track now.
Or a fun one would be, you know, like first singles, like ranking the first singles. That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right, we're getting ideas here.
So we obviously know what it is.
Okay,
so we just put
here
it
we
on.
go.
All right, so
What?
that's all I want to have left.
What?
So my number 1 is Denise's number 7. All you had to do was stay.
And my number 1 is your number 2, which isn't that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Wow, how is it that we were so different? My 7 is your 1.
Because I get that all you had to do was stay is not as emotional as the other track 5s, but I think for me, it's like my favorite song on 1989. I always really gravitated toward that song and really related to it. And it's that kind of like, I like almost, even though it's not an emotional track 5, I like the sassiness of it. Like, you know, the guy comes back and you're like, no, like you left, like you had your chance, all you had to do was stay. That's literally it, and you didn't, and now you've missed your shot. So I don't know, I really like that kind of like boldness. And I get that like the track 5 is like, oh, an emotional sadness, but maybe all you had to do is stay is like the step after the track 5, you know, where it's like you're kind of like, you know what, like yeah, I was sad, but you've come back. Now, all I wanted was for you to come back, but now that you have, I'm like, you know what? You missed your chance.
Wow, that's totally different from mine. So number 1 for me is All Too Well. The second I heard this song, I just thought, holy dang, sorry for the cursing. I was like, Taylor Swift just did like the greatest thing ever. Like the lyrics to this song like literally shake me, okay? Like they shake me,
right,
you know? Because every time someone again goes through a heartbreak, clearly I've been dumped a lot.
Well, which is funny to me because
I know
you've been in a relationship for a very long time. Like how
I started dating young, okay? All right. And
Like,
I've been through heartbreak,
like,
even with my current guy. So it's like, so I've experienced it. So what I'm trying to say is that like, when you go through a breakup and you're, obviously tons of people, everybody's been through breakups, but you still feel like you can't describe what you're feeling and no one understands you. But when I listened to All Too Well, I was like, Taylor knows, Taylor gets it, Taylor's been in my head, she knows. And it's just like the scarf and, she just wants to be herself again and all of that stuff. And it's just like...
And I do relate to that, you remember it all too well, like when you're replaying all the good times in your head and it's just like so hard to move past them. And even, oh my gosh, you call me up again just to break me like a promise. Oh my, now that I'm thinking about it, because I went through a big breakup like 6 months ago maybe, and yeah, it's definitely no fun. I do feel like though the more breakups you go through in life, the easier they get.
Really?
Oh yeah, you bounce back. Like when I was say like 19, I got my heart epically broken and I was so upset about it. But it's kind of like you do get to this point where now we're really talking about the emotions of track 5.
There you go. That's what Taylor Swift does to you.
I know, she brings out the feelings, but really, you get to this point where you kind of realize, you're like, man, if this person can't see how great I am, they really don't deserve to be with me, and that's really not what I want. I think as you get older, too, when you're really like, Denise, do you share your personal life with your viewers?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
I don't think I've got... I mean, it doesn't matter. I think I've done in the past, but not as much.
So she's engaged.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they know that. They know that.
Okay, they know that. Yeah, so she's engaged. So, but I feel like, trying to win, you get a little bit older, you're like kind of serious. Like if you're going to date somebody, it's like, oh, I really could see this going somewhere towards an engagement and a marriage. And you're sort of get to this point where it's like, man, if this person can't see it with me now, then it's not going to work out in the long run, and I just need to move on and find the right fit for me.
Do you see yourself as like a hopeless romantic? Are you a fan of romance? Like, is that your thing? Because there's certain people that are, some people that aren't.
I feel like it's funny. Like a lot of people, they say that after they get their heart broken, you kind of go into relationships guarded, and I feel like I'm actually really bad at that. I'm good at being like open, but I feel like I just waltz in every time like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then I'm like, oh god,
this is horrible.
Oh, this is happening to me again. But it really is true. The more times it happens, and the more times you go through it, you bounce back quicker because you sort of realize once you've been through an epic heartbreak, like, oh, I'm gonna make it out on the other side of this, and you really do hit that moment of, when I find the person who's right for me, it's gonna be easy, and they're gonna know it's me, and they're gonna be sure about it.
You're both gonna know.
Yeah, and I want to be with somebody who's sure about me. So, track 5. Emotions.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm a diehard romantic. I love romance. I mean, not that cheesy stuff, but you get me the real deep emotional stuff. And I love heartbreaks. I love sad stories. Put me on, throw on Titanic. I will cry every single time. But so I think maybe that kind of shows a little bit of our taste in the songs as well.
Oh, because I like the sassy song.
Yeah, you like the sassy song, and I like the one that just tears me down and leaves me on the ground with nothing left.
You tell him all he had to do was stay.
And I'm over here crying.
Yes, girl.
Okay, so all right, let's just run through it really quick. So Tiffany, your number 7 was Dear John. Mine was All You Had to Do Was Stay. Number 6 for me was White Horse. Tiffany, White Horse as well.
Same one.
Number 5, The Archer for me. Cold SU. Number 4, Delicate and Delicate. We were the same here and here. Number 3, Dear John and The Archer. Number 2, Cold SU and All Too Well. And number 1, All Too Well and All You Had to Do Was Stay.
Yes.
Woo, that was a lot of fun.
It was.
It was so much fun to rank our track 5. So guys, in the comments below, rank yours as well. And who are you more like? Are you more like Tiffany? Are you more like me? Or are you totally different? Let us know in the comments below. Tiffany, before you go, do you want to add anything?
I don't have anything to add.
All right, guys. I just threw that into you.
I was like, gosh, what else can I say about track 5?
Go track 5.
Yes, I mean, I will say I'm really excited for the Lover tour. I'm excited to hear the rest of Lover. I really hope that she gives us some emotional, really open, vulnerable songs. That's what I love about The Archer, is that, you know what I mean? It's just we're
waiting for that one.
Yeah, anything that really shows us like the inside of Taylor Swift's mind, I'm always about. Because
All
you always
right.
relate, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. All right, so guys, again, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos and all of that stuff. Tiffany, where can people find you on social media?
On Twitter and Instagram at _Tiffany Taylor.
You guys can find me at _Denise Salcedo. Come share your thoughts on all of
Yes,
this.
please do.
Oh, if you guys do a board too, send me the pictures. Somebody sent me the picture of their vision board. I loved it. Anyway,
Aw.
shout out. All right, bye guys.